Hi guys, Chris here, back with the Mi 5. So I've had the phone now only for 12 hours, so this is just a 12-hour first impressions, but I've been using it the whole time full on, and just wanted to go over a couple of things that I've discovered with and my thoughts on the phone at the moment. So the build, yes, is good, it's nice, it's premium, and it has a good feel to it. Now I did say in the unboxing, and that was literally just the unboxing, the first time I had my hands on it, I said it felt a little bit, it felt quite grippy. That is true and also false. I mean, the sides are relatively grippy there, but what I have noticed though, that when I was outside and my hands were actually cold, so my skin's drier, boy is this thing slippery. It is very slippery, and I'm going to need to actually put a case on this because I've almost dropped it. It's even very slippery when it comes to just putting it down on a table. So what happened is I had a book on the table and I put the phone down on top of it, and I was about to just walk off, and then I just saw the phone literally just going like this, and it would have completely fallen off the book and crashed onto the ground, which is a tiled floor, and probably would have smashed the screen. So no more videos of the phone anymore. So you have to be very careful where you place this. So definitely it does need a skin on the back of it, or a case, because yeah, it's so slippery. So the size of it is very similar to that of the Samsung Galaxy S6 Edge. Very similar size here. There they are side by side, and a similar kind of build. So this has a curve on the rear of it, and the S6 Edge has it on the front. And it sounds like I've just somehow automatically launched a game there. I'll kill that off. I will have a gaming test video coming up very shortly. And so the other thing is the fingerprint sensor there, kind of like the Samsungs really. They're copying that style with the front. More of a thumb sensor. I got so used to my Redmi Note 3 having it on the back. So the Redmi Note 3 has it right on the back there, and I actually prefer that. I think it's better. And in hand, we got the access to the power button right there, and just simply place my finger on the back, and boom, there it is. It's on the screen. But what happens is when this is locked and you place your thumb on there, nothing happens. You actually need to either unlock it or press down on the button, and then it'll work. And it works well. I mean, I have no real complaints with it. It's doing its job, what it's meant to do there. Now, a couple other things I noticed too, that I took it out in town and I did a bit of a GPS test. And if I go into the gallery and show you, where are we? So the GPS accuracy isn't wonderful here, but neither was my Galaxy S7 Edge. Got the same exact accuracy, so 10 each. But there is something I wanted to point out here. So have a look. I had them both side by side, literally like this, out in the open, and we have 15 satellites in view, 20 here, 9 in use, and 20 in use. So that's using 100% of the satellites. You can see we've got GLONASS as well as just the GPS there. But you'll notice that it's not using them all. And as soon as I started to walk around, the accuracy on the Mi just dropped. I mean, the GPS is quite disappointing there. Not too happy with it, really. I think it should be better, considering this is supposed to be, well, it is their flagship, isn't it? Not supposed to be, it is. So something to consider there if you're definitely after accurate GPS. It looks like at the moment, at least on the current software version, it's not that accurate. Now, speaking of software, had an update, a rather large update that came through. So I've gone from MIUI 7.1 to now 7.26 stable. And it was a large update, about 700 megabytes, and it took a long time to download from China, so very slow there. And a couple of other things, I've noticed that the 4G speeds, download speed seems fine. The upload speed, on the other hand, isn't particularly good. So here I used 4G, and you can see there with the 4G logo. Look at the upload at some of those times. Now, it could be down to the network, okay. No, I'm not going to say that it's something wrong with the phone or anything, but it wasn't that good. But wireless speeds were good. I got close to what I can get, my maximum speeds, out of my desktop computer. So, all in all, good there. The performance, fine. I mean, it's very quick, and I will have some benchmarks in a gaming video coming up very shortly on this model. But just as I'm going through my whole review process here, just thought I'd give you this little update video here on just how things are. So those are some of the games here you can see that I will be testing out on it. Now the camera, unfortunately, I don't have any samples because I've noticed that there's a little bit of a bug with the camera. I think that I thought it was in 4K. I left the recording setting in 4K, and I went into town, did all my recording, and it only recorded in HD for some reason. So I think the settings, actually, it's back there. It's done it again. It keeps going back to HD. So there's a bug with the software. This is very annoying. And I set this to 4K. Exit out of the camera app. Just close everything. Make sure it's not running. So there's our free available RAM, 1.6 gigabytes. Close it. Unlock it. And I think it's going to go probably back to HD. Oh, sorry, I'm trying to swipe to get the settings. What am I doing? Okay, there we go. Back to HD. Look at that. So that's a bug. And it caught me out. I was completely unaware. And I spent like an hour walking around town making all these cool videos and whatnot. And they're all in crappy HD, so I can't use them, can't show you. So tomorrow I'm going to go out, make sure it's in 4K, and upload some samples there. First impressions of the camera are, it's probably one of the better cameras from China, but it's still not really that good compared to the likes of my S7 here, Edge, or even the S6 camera. The S6 camera is not a bad camera at all, and I've noticed that it has quite a lot of sharpening to it. It still has a little bit of focus issues, and I'll have some samples of that coming up. So all in all, my first impressions, I gotta say, the Snapdragon 820, good, powerful, but I'm a little disappointed. The GPS, the camera, I think they just hype things up, don't they, these Chinese companies. They say it's, you know, the best, it's great. Sure, for the price, yes, okay, it is good, but I just expected maybe a little more. But keep in mind, these are my first impressions. So I have the final say in my review, which will be out probably in about a week's time. I want to spend a lot of time with this phone so I can give it a good, proper review and then let you all know about it, how good it is or isn't. Okay, so keep an eye on the channel there. As I mentioned, I will have a gaming test coming up. I will have all the benchmarks, run through that, compare it to other phones too. So hopefully see you back for those videos. Bye for now.